Take it to the next level.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Online Darts, and here we are. It is the Grand Slam qualifier, flying solo at the moment. Charlie is on his way back from uni. He's going to be on somewhere between 1:30 and 2, and Jar is also going to try and hop on as well at some point in the next hour or so, if he can. But until then, you have me, Phil Bars, running you through all the action. A little bit of a rush this morning to get stuff done with the live league as well, but we are here. Welcome along, and it's going to be absolutely superb. Come and say hi in the chat room as well. Billy says, do we know how the players are going to be distributed into the 4 pots? I would imagine, I don't know this, but I would suggest between 2 and 3, maybe. But all good. Gob is in. How are we all doing? Juanita, as always. Mad Filler, how are we all doing? Loads of you in already, which is good. Yes, the draw has been made. It is on Dart Connect. Games are warming up, which is always a good sign. Let me do some jiggery pokery. We will get it up on the screen as well. Let me say, some of the games are warming up. As you can see there, a couple of really stacked areas in this draw as well. Remember, 8 qualify from today. Who do I think is getting through? Good question. Joe also says, morning Phil, Josh Richardson smashing it up. Yeah, Josh Richardson, absolute shout out to JR on the live league this morning. Unbeaten in 2 days. Playing some unreal stuff. Right, from the bottom, I'm torn. Tyske is playing so well, but also so is Dobie and Ryan Searle. So that's a horrid little section there. It means one of those 3 will miss out, which is, look, not great, but opportunities for others. I would like to see Callum Ridds again, but he's got a toughie. This is the problem when it's just done like this. So many players in good nick, but they seem to be all drawing in and around each other. Malachi, we'll answer that on the live league or on the live lounge on Monday once we know the exact pots. Greg says, is it on Pdc TV? No, it's an old-fashioned qualifier. Literally 16 boards. That is it. No stream board whatsoever. And they've gone early. There is games underway before 12. Obviously, someone's in a rush today. But there we are. Games that have gone live. Alan Sousa, Ryan Meikle, James Wilson, Wayne Jones. Oh, there's a load of them now. Happy days. We are on. Morning, Matthew. Hope you are well. Shawnee Mack in the chat room. Hope you are good, mate. Tristan, how are you doing? Hope you are well. No, Big Vincent's not in the Grand Slam yet. Going to have to qualify. Andrew said, my preferred qualifiers from the 8 groups today would be Aspinall, Baggish, Hempel, Heta, Edgar, Dobie, and the Over Genius. Harsh on Tyske there, Andrew. But look, it's a fabulous field, and this is what makes the Grand Slam unique. Big names will miss the tournament. It's another argument about the ranking situation of it, which I know Jar loves. Michael says, hello from Australia, Newcastle in Australia. How are we doing, mate? Hope you are well. Thanks for joining us. Pile of Sand said, how many participants? A few, mate. Without counting them up, I don't know, but a lot. When does Ratajski play? 2 seconds. Christoph Ratajski is on board 13, and he is second game against Joe Mernon. Cheers, Andrew. 90 in there. Jack says, how does it work? Basically, there are 8 places on offer today. So 16 boards like there is on a Pro Tour. Exactly the same. You have to come through your board. But when you get to the last 16, it's if you win your last 16 game in brackets, you're one of the 8. Darts Guru is in. Hi, Roller Radio TV. Says good morning from Canada. How many qualified for today? 8. Mate, there are 8 places on offer at the Grand Slam of Darts today. Got loads of Polish in as well. Shawnee Mack says, who's joining you, Phil? Jar is hopefully going to pop on. If not, Charlie is on at 2. Or if you've got a spare half an hour, mate, I can ping you a link and you are more than welcome to jump on. Yeah, Andrew, I'm edging that way as well, but I just wish they were in separate halves because I would have loved to have seen them both there. Would have been absolutely tremendous. So what else have we got? A load of German fans in as well, which is good. Going global. All over the world, everyone tuning in, absolutely superb, and pleased to have you all on board. We had a great 3 days at the Super Series. Hold your horses, everyone. Shawnee Mack is going to join us. Let me ping you I'll WhatsApp it to you, mate, but you might have to put it into a web browser. Correct, Juanita. So don't forget to hit the like button. That would be absolutely amazing if you could. So just going around the boards. Peter Jakes has just taken a 2-0 lead on Ron Moulenkamp. Barry Keane 2-0 up on Ryan Murray. Jeffrey Dejuan is 2-1 up in the Battle of the Netherlands on 2-0 up on Jermaine Watamina. Alan Souter 2-0 up on Ryan Meikle. It was a good weekend for Ryan Meikle. Sorry, a good week for Ryan Meikle. Booked his place at the Players' Championship and the World Championships. Congratulations to him. David Evans against Jamie Hughes is warming up. We saw signs that both of these players are returning to somewhere near their best. Also keeping an eye on the live league as we speak as well. It's all going on. How are we doing, Reese? Hope you are well. So big averages between Jakes and Meulenkamp. Yeah, Peter Jakes averaging 111, Meulenkamp 110. Board 16, Mike Kivenhoven has just levelled up against Alan Tavern. One apiece there. Luke Woodhouse and Andy Hamilton underway. Keegan Brown 2 up on Darius Labanauskas. Lucky D getting to the semi-finals yesterday. A fantastic run from him. Boris Kirchmark 2-0 up as well. And I'm just going to do some jiggery pokery. And we are joined by none other than live league favourite, Shawnee McDonald. Sean, welcome in.
Testing. Can you hear me?
We've got you, mate. We've got you.
Good stuff. Hello.
Hello. Welcome along.
Cool.
Shawnee Wackers hops on.
Just loading up Dark Connect on one of the other screens.
Did you have a good holiday, buddy?
I did. And I met the famous Jar. How's that?
I was going to say, you couldn't make it up. Jar was sunning himself in Lanzarote at the same time Shawnee Mack was, and they bumped into each other.
He was actually tucking into the biggest plate of ice cream you've ever seen when I interrupted him in the restaurant.
He kept that quiet. Kept that one quiet.
Yeah, very weird to go all the way over there and thought, oh, I recognise that face. What's that? Pretty sure it's Jar. So I text Phil, said, it's Jar in Lanzarote. Said, yeah.
Yes, he is. But welcome along. As I say, first of all, mate, just a couple for you. How's the injury? Because we know you put it on social media, a little bit of a wrist problem. All good now?
All good, mate. All good. Yeah. I was keeping that. I actually didn't. I told you that in person. I was keeping it quiet, but cat's out the bag now, eh?
No, you didn't. You put it on because you pulled out of Selzy because of it. I
pulled out of Selzy, yeah.
And you put it on social media, you pulled out because of a wrist injury.
Did I? Oh, your memory's better than mine.
It's my job to remember everything that goes on Twitter.
Yeah, so I'm back playing. I'm going to the Irish next weekend. So looking forward to that. In advance of Q School in January, obviously. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah.
100%.
How do you want to do this then, Phil? Do you want me to take some boards or something?
Yeah, we normally split them in half, mate, and just run an eye over, and the guest always gets the opportunity to pick 1 to 8 or 9 to 16.
All right. Well, considering Suits is on board 7, I'll be biased, and he's 3-0 up, even though Ryan Meikle's averaging 101 and Suits is averaging 96. Suits is 3-0 up, so it's don't believe the averages moment there. So yeah, I'll go 1 to 8 then.
Happy days.
What's the best way to do this? Do you stay in the live darts results part, or do you go somewhere else?
I've got two open. I've got the live darts bit always open, then I've got another screen which I just open games as they get good.
Cool. Good stuff. Grand.
Always Elvis asks, Sean, will you be playing in the live league again? You played well.
Do you know what? I was booked in to play this phase, but I had to pull out because of work. For those that don't know me, I've got a pretty busy job. And during the week, with the way the live league is at the moment, if you qualify for finals week, having 2 weeks out of work that close together is a bit difficult for me at the minute. But yeah, I will be back at some point. Just haven't got one booked in at this stage.
Yeah, it's not as if we haven't asked him. He is in popular demand. Are you back home in Scotland at the moment?
I'm in my home office room at the minute, working all day. So you're getting the privilege of my lunch break, Phil.
It's what we do, mate. It's what we do.
Just got to mention this. Board 2, Mike Dedecker is up 4-1 against Eddie Lovely, averaging 114.5.
Wowzers. Mind you, I'm not sure if you saw it, but Florian Hempel wasn't too happy with Mr. Dedecker in the week at the Pro Tour. I'm not sure what happened. I think there might have been a few tactics going on. Florian doesn't normally say much on Twitter, but he did this week.
Oh dear. No need for that. I'm in the Gary Anderson camp. Get up to the OK, throw your darts, best player wins.
Just here to play darts.
Absolutely.
I'm not. As I've said to you before, if I was a pro player, I would be the DRA's best friend. I love a bit of the Peter Manley dark arts.
You'd get booed at the Ali Pali, that's for sure.
Oh, completely. Chat room is absolutely on fire as well. Charlie says, hi Phil, hi Sean, hope you are well, mate. Always Phil, can you tell me who's playing next week? All will be revealed tomorrow with the live chat with Chris Mason. However, I'll give you a teaser. Week 4, you will not want to miss on the live league. First result is in the ledger. Jermaine Watamina has turned it all around against Jeffrey Dizwan, 5-3 for the machine gun. Followed by a 5-1 victory for Keegan Brown. I'm not surprised that he's won. I'm surprised by the manner of the scoreline. Darius Lavanauskas doesn't normally get battered, Sean. No.
He's been on form as well, hasn't he? I did see on social media his pose yesterday when he thought he'd hit tops and it wasn't in, and then he did hit friends. That was, I think Chris tweeted that yesterday. It's quite amusing. Nothing worse when you do the pose and it's not in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So best of 9 today. I see we're finishing it at 5, so a bit of a shorter format.
Yeah. I reckon we'll all be done and dusted by 4:30 at the latest today. And I mean this sarcastically and with all due respect, obviously, because he's going to have an operation. But not having Mickey Mansell in today obviously helps a little bit. I love Mickey to bits, but he's methodical. But I hope the operation all goes well that you posted on social media this morning.
Yeah, all the best to him. And I'm not going to sit here and slag players off for being slow, Phil. That would be pot kettle black on my behalf. Barry Keane's gone 4-3 up against Ryan Murray. Board 3, 1 away. James Wilson also 4-2 up on Wayne Jones, 1 away. And the result on board 2, Mike Dedecker takes out Eddie Lovely 5-2. His average came down to a mere 106 in the end. Great performance. And Barry Keane finishes off against Ryan Murray 5-3.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a difficult time for your countryman. Probably, I think he is going back to Q School now. I think that's his card done, all but.
They have the World Championship qualifier left. That would be it.
That's why I said all but. And there's a lot of hopes for a lot of people on that World Championship qualifier.
How many spots are available in that one?
2, I think.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, tough school. Suits, though, is 1 away. And is it the writing on the wall for Ryan Meikle?
Just click into that one. And Suits has got 25 left. Must have missed the dart of the bull. Throwing to finish it off. And the firefighter from Arbroath does it in 3. 5-1 win for Suits, 90 average into the second round.
Is Suits the next Johnny Clayton? Are we going to keep asking him in interviews? So you going back to fight fires tomorrow?
He doesn't actually. I can let everyone in a secret. Suits loves it when he's on night shift just before a Super Series because then he turns up fresh. So all he does is sleep all night. Never gets called out at night.
That's the last 8 going through. Yep, completely. Last 8 is there. Charlie says, is Sean going to Q School? Absolutely, he is. Only just missed out last year and going back stronger.
Sorry, go on.
I suppose for you, Sean, that it's a massive advantage as well that you're not going to have to do stage 1.
Yeah, it was just a way to say if the rumours are true about the format, I should be in the last 128, courtesy of being top 8 in the Challenge Tour. And I'll be meeting all these players who are coming off, unfortunately losing their card, and they'll all be determined to win it back, that's for sure. Result board 5, Andy Bolton gets through, and board 8, Geert de Vos beats Kieran Tian with a 95 average, also through to round 2.
Good stuff. Raven Effect says, Sean, I'm surprised your nickname isn't the spreadsheet.
Not a bad one, that actually. No, Nico took care of that one on the live league, giving me the Punisher nickname. And I wasn't sure if I was going to adopt it. And my cousin's a bit of a Marvel fan, and there's a fair few male cousins on a group chat, and we got quite good banter in the family. And he got dared to get a tattoo on his ankle if I made my nickname the Punisher. So that was done. He's now got a tattoo on his ankle of the Punisher skull. So it's stuck.
TJ asks, will we have the Barney alarm soon? Yes, we will. I'll tell you. So Barney will play Alan Suter next.
Suter beat Barney earlier in the week as well.
He did.
6-5, I believe, from memory.
So there we have it. The chat room absolutely electric as always. Some big games warming up. Board 15. This should be good. Dirk van Dijvenbode against Richie Edhouse. Edhouse always steady. But if Dirk goes to those places, he may have too much. But if he doesn't, Edhouse will be in this game. Danny Baggish also underway on one of Sean's board. But we've also got a noble. Madas Razma levels it up 4 apiece with Jake Jones.
It's a noble going on. Well, 2 nobles on board 1 and board 6 as well. Ricky Evans, John Worsley, 4 each. James Wilson, Wayne Jones, 4 each. None of those classics. One of those you just want to get the win.
That's what it's all about at this time of year. Just win your games. Performances do not matter.
No.
Scruffy says Aspinall versus Hybrex. Wow, yes, that is an unbelievable tie.
This is where I think this qualifier is a bit unfair. 8 places, just one knockout tournament, players in form meeting each other. I think they could have done something creative today. Maybe a double knockout draw for those who may be familiar with that. I quite like them. Give you a double chance. Yeah. Peter Jakes is through. He's beat Ron Mullenkamp. 99 average, 5-3 win. Ron going out with a 95 average there. Sometimes you just got to say well played. He's played well himself.
Loads and loads going on right now. Luke Woodhouse is one away. He's taken a lead against Andy Hamilton. But there's a result, board 1, and a big result, Sean.
There is Ricky Evans. Seen it out against John Worsley. One of those games we were talking about, just get the win. He's averaged 82, and he won't be too bothered about that. He's got a little bit of time, maybe 40 minutes if there's 2 games on until his next one to go and sort that out. But he is through.
Yeah.
Board 6, Wayne Jones sees it out as well against James Wilson. He goes through to the last 64.
Adrian Lewis faces Max Hopp, and the winner will face Mike De Decker,
who just averaged 106. Would be in confident mood. Result board 13, Phil.
Yeah, board 13, and this is an upset. Jake Jones has beaten Madas Erasma. I don't think many would have called that at the start. Erasma would have been the huge favourite in that one, but Jake Jones, like he did at Q School, defying the odds.
Again, with an average of 8 points less than his opponent, which probably means he didn't put his opponent under as much pressure as his opponent put him under, but he stood firm in the legs that mattered.
Yeah. So the quarterfinalists qualify. Yep, the last 8 will make it to Aldersley Leisure Village. Doesn't quite have the same ring as the Civic.
No. The Civic's good. I've been to the Civic. Been done before.
It is. I just worry that maybe darts has outgrown the Civic.
Mm-hmm. If that's the case on any event, they're going to move it. They're going to maximise bums on seats.
Yeah. Got a result. Luke Woodhouse defeats Andy Hamilton. Again, Hamilton's hopes all now go to that World Championship qualifier. Winita will be happy. Gordon Mathers takes the opener against Ross Smith. Andrew, yep, Charlie is joining us later, mate. He's on the way back from uni. So Charlie will be on once he's home.
Board 3, Danny Baggish's big following will be disappointed. He's 3-0 down against Josh Payne.
It's an interesting one with Baggish and all new tour card holders. I feel that you have to have a good first year to relieve some of the pressure on year 2. Like when Jeff Smith won his 2 years ago, he had a really good year 1, which set him up for year 2. Where if you have a bit of a sticky year 1, you're always chasing and the pressure is always on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one of my fellow players up here, Jamie Bain found that. He retired his card after the first year. On the second time, I think he had a tour card. Didn't have a great first year. A player I've had a couple of practice sessions with lately, Damon Heta, 1-0 up on board 8. My goodness, he practiced as well. Dear me.
He played really well in the 3 days of the Super Series as well.
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky, actually.
I know a couple of people are asking me on Twitter as well how the new darts were. I had an hour with them yesterday. Love them. Just need to change the points. So I'm off to the studio after we finished today to change the points in them. And then, yeah, all good to go.
Is that a Q school entry, Phil?
Nah, maybe not yet. Oh, Jar has entered the chat room. He says, great to see Shirley Mack on the stream. Met him in Lanzarote. Great to meet him. Yeah, Jar, you also failed to tell us about the huge bowl of ice cream you were demolishing when Sean came over that he's told us all about.
Do you know what, Jar? It's great to be in this seat. I have the power. So that's now 4-0 for Josh. Go on,
I put it on Instagram yesterday. I put it up there. I've got the new Paul Nicholson windmill dart, and it is lovely. But it just come with. It's got like a small point in it, so I just need to. I had an hour with them last night. Just need to change the points, and they are good to go. Ross Smith has one back, but Gordon Mather still leads 2-1 on board 16. Also, David Evans.
It's looking bleak.
Go on, Johnny.
It's looking bleak for Baggish now. 4-0 down to Josh Payne. Josh averaging just shy of 97, playing well.
David Evans, Jamie Hughes are into a noble. It's been a good standard, this one, but you just feel the door is open here if Hughes can find a couple of trebles. And does. Advantage Jamie Hughes. David Evans needs to respond. And doesn't. So, in the noble, Jamie Hughes has forged a huge break opportunity. I'll just tell you how big after this visit. So Evans 236, Hughes 125. Evans finds 2 trebles, 134 to leave 102, but out of his hands, may not be back. Jamie Hughes will have to go the ball route here. And he's missed a dart at tops. One match dart has come and gone for Jamie Hughes. Will it be his only one? David Evans has also mismatched darts. It's all going on. Hughes, first time of asking this time around, pins double 10. Yoza progresses.
Board 7, Danny Noppert, 108, 4-0 up on Martijn Kleermaker. An all Dutch affair, that one.
Yeah.
And Damon Heta's gone up 3-0 on board 8. Again, averages don't always tell you the full story. And again, averaging 100, 3-0 down for his troubles. Heta averaging 5 points less.
Tugboat says, I think it was Tugboat says, what points am I putting in? I'm going to try 2. I've got a unicorn gripper point that's got 3 little grooves at the dartboard end of the point. Just a little bit of grip, but not over aggressive that it kills boards. And I've also got some longer 42 mil points. And I also have a set of Whitlockers.
42 mils a long point, Phil. That's a javelin.
Yeah, they're in my Peter Wright darts at the moment. I prefer the longer point because it just keeps the barrel away from the board and increases target area. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm not very good, but it sounds good. Darren Webster is through. The Demolition Man beating mine. Lukeman 5-3.
He must need a qualification and a good run, does he, Darren?
Yeah, I think he needs a near miracle. He needs to come through the World Qualifier and probably needs quarterfinal, something like that.
Capable though, if it was all to fall together. Couple of games needing the end. Yellow Classen's gone 4-2 up on Scott Waits. 4-2. And that's actually just gone 5-2.
Sorry to all our Aussie fans, but Ross Smith has won 3 in a row. He now leads Gordon Mathers 3-2. And also Ryan Joyce has turned it around on board 11. He defeats Barry Van Peer 5-3. Harry, 8 qualified. Chat room doing absolutely amazing to answer all the questions as well.
Danny Baggish did put up a mini fight back, got 2 legs on the board, but has now gone. Josh Payne wins that one 5-2.
And again, I've just given the bad news to our Aussie fan, Sean, but you might be able to lighten it again because Heta, is he about to serve a bagel?
Yeah, he's playing well. His 95 average is 4-0 up. Started with a 1-3-4 as well. He's looking good. Follows up with a 140. So yeah, you'd expect that Damon will see that one off.
Yeah. Couple of questions says, have any of the Irish played yet? Yep. Barry Keane is through, but Kieran Tian is out. William O'Connor is warming up now, but he's got a very tough one against an in-form Chris Doby. There was a question for you, Sean, as well. Just going to go back a bit. It's a good one as well. Chat room's absolutely on fire.
While you're looking for that, Danny Noppert has saw off Martin Clearmaker 5-1.
Here it is. Sean, what are your thoughts on Suits and medium-sized Hendo's year on the tour?
I mean, Suits would be Suits. It's strange, isn't it? After Hendo wins the World Cup, it probably changes your answer. But Suits has had a very good year. First year, qualified for the Players' Championship finals, qualified for the Worlds, did well at the UK Open. So, you know, his season's extended and he's got a chance to finish it off with some gloss. Hendo was struggling, wins a World Cup, he's in the Grand Slam. He could turn a very average season into a good one if he goes and does well at the Grand Slam. I don't believe Hendo's in the Worlds yet, though, is he, Phil? I think he's outside places for the Worlds. I think he'll have to do something at the Slam or get through the qualifier. But yeah, before the World Cup, you'd have said Hendo had a season that he wasn't too happy with, but being a World Cup champion, I'm pretty sure he would have taken that before the season started.
Yeah, he's a long way off the Worlds at the moment.
Yeah, he's going to need to go through the group at the Slam and then kick on.
A couple of people asking, say, Barry Keane, do you mean Keane Barry? Yeah, that all came from a Super Series we had. It might have been Super Series 3 or 4, where Matt Ward jumped on for a bit. He's one of the managers at one of the top managers, MDA. And because it sat out on Dart Connect with surname first, he kept calling him Barry Keane, and it kind of just stuck. But the Ober genius, Dirk van Dijvenbode, averages a ton and seals victory. And sorry, everyone, Ross Smith, who may have a nice shiny badge on his shirt, so I'm not going to moan. 5-2 winner over Gordon Mathers. And for all you Edgar fans, he is in action and has taken the opener against Brett Clayton, averaging a ton.
Board 5, Stephen Bunting, 1 away, 4-3 up on Adam Hunt. Very good game, that one. 102 average for Adam Hunt, 101 for Bunting. And the big one on board 1, which I'm sure would be the streaming board if there was one today, Nathan Aspinall and Kim Hybrex is 3 apiece. 103 and 105 as their averages, respectively. That one's a classic. Let's see who gets through.
It may only be a qualifier, but I don't care. Sean gets to call it in. His buddy against this man. Barney and Suits are warming up.
Do I have to be objective since I'm in this seat?
Have you not seen us on here before?
Adam Hunt has won the 8th leg, so Stephen Bunting, Adam Hunt have gone to the Noble.
Also as well, another belter warming up on your board, or it's just gone live. Whitlock against Rids. The Riot against the Wizard.
Yeah, Callan's playing some super stuff, isn't he?
Yeah. Boris Koltsov, 5-3 victor over Kai Fan Young. Brock says, hi Phil, if Edgar qualifies today, is he likely to keep his tour card? If he qualifies for the Slam, it massively helps him, yes. We'll try and do the maths once we know if he's qualified or not. But yesterday's run certainly did him the world of good.
Aspinall Hybrex has gone to the Noble as well. Going to have a couple going at the same time here. I'm going to click into that game and see that last leg. Aspinall started 135. Hybrex response 97. I'll just keep an eye on board 5 as well, because I think Stephen Bunting and Adam Hunt will be coming to a close. And Stephen Bunting's got 65 for the match. Adam is sitting on 120, and it goes in 3. Stephen Bunting through 99 average, 5-4 over Adam Hunt.
Yellow class and 1.
This leg is a beauty. Aspinall's gone 135, 99, 131 to leave 136. Hybrett's coming in. He's went 97, 140. Needs to put in another big one and only hits 59. Aspinall's got 6 starts from 136. 60 leaves 76. That's it. Only guaranteed 1 dart at a double. If Hybrett's can put in something heavy. 105 leaves a straight ton, so Aspinall 76 to keep his slam hopes alive. How's Nathan Aspinall not in the Grand Slam?
I know.
56 leaves double 10. Hybrex has got a ton. A chance. He's played well this week. Has he got a ton in him to get through? He does. Third dart. Hybrex takes out Nathan Aspinall. Aspinall will not be at the Grand Slam of Darts. I don't know how. But there you go. 105 average from Kim Hybrex.
Well, he's not the only one in danger. Christoph Ratajski trails Joe Mernon 4-2. The Polish Eagle is going to have to win 3 on the spin.
Yeah, this is crazy having a qualifier with 8 places. They surely could have picked winners from other events to fill some of them.
I agree.
I think Challenge Tour number 5 would have been a good event to pick. Put someone in.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Barney's taking the opening leg against Suits. Suits is averaging 119, so he must have been left on something handy after 12 darts and didn't get a throw. So Ryan Searle just started on your board. Another player, you're thinking, how on earth is he not in the Slam? What a season he's had.
Yeah, look. Ratajski gets one back. Look, if the Slam was still unranked, then it's a different argument. But the fact it's now a ranked tournament, it has consequences.
Yeah, but you've got 30 Players' Championships. Okay, some people have won multiple. But surely there's an argument here to say the only people getting to qualify for this are the people who have won an event. Any event, all season. At pro level.
Yeah.
The Slam is meant to be all about the winners and runners up of the bigger events. As Suits levels up.
As Andrew says in the chat room, Dobie and Rids should be automatically given they both won 2 PDC events. Yeah, look, I'm completely with you on that. They've won 2 Pro Tours and have to qualify. That doesn't quite sit right with me.
Yeah. You know, and there's also flexibility here. You can set the qualifying criteria at the start of the season. And as the season goes, if people have won multiple qualification slots, meaning that others become free, then you can hand out Players' Championship wins or multiple Players' Championship wins at that point. They didn't have to go with 8 today. They could have made that decision last minute, awarded those 2 places and played 6 today or something, you know?
Yeah. Dan says, why did Steve Brown start in the last 64? There were a couple of buys in the draw, mate. Reese says, if MVG didn't win the Players' Championship finals, would he have automatically qualified still? Don't think so. I think he would have had to have qualified. No, he wouldn't because, big moments here. Because he got to the final of the European Championships, that would have got him in as well. My bad. But Ratajski has broken back. We are going to a no-ball, and the Polish Eagle now has the darts.
He's been so consistent recently, Christoph.
Yeah.
Just Simon Whitlock, Callan Rids, high quality match, 2 apiece. Adrian Lewis slipped under the radar there. Good to see AD playing well again. 2-1 up on Max Hop.
Brock asks, when did the 170 start getting called the big fish? I don't remember it being a thing in the Phil Taylor era. Correct, I might be wrong with this, but I'm 99% certain it was Rod Studd on commentary that labelled it the big fish, and it stuck from there. I said Ratajski had broke back. However, his throw is under pressure. Joe Mern is down to a finish first.
Board 4, Jason Lowe goes 1 away, 4-3 up against Mark McGuinney, and Barney levels up 2-2 against Suits.
Harry said, yeah, Joe Cullen is in the slam, mate. Matthew Edgar has won on board 12, 5-2 against Brett Clayton. But Ratajski has left tops. Mernon, 96. Ratajski may not get a go, but does.
Results in, Phil.
It is. Ratajski survives a huge, huge scare. Mernon will be kicking himself, but Ratajski wins 3 legs on the spin.
Fancy Christoph to kick on now. Coming back from that, he'll be on a high.
Yeah.
Adrian Lewis goes 3-1 up against Max Hop. And just going to have a look at Jason Lowe and Mark McGuinney. That seems to have been 4-3 for a while. I'm still only halfway through that leg. Oh. And big result on board 9, Phil, for you.
It is. Dave Chisnall has defeated Louis Williams 5-3. It's not been a good week for Louis Williams. The lad's got bundles and bundles of potential, but not quite doing it at the moment. But he's young. He will learn. Chisnall progresses. Also, Big Vincent is 3-0 up on Steve West. Also,
board 3 and board
favourite, board 14, Dobie is in trouble against O'Connor.
I was just going to say, boards 3 and 7 have got a couple of great games on just now. Callan Ridge has just gone 4-2 up on Simon Whitlock, averaging a ton. And Barney's just gone 3-2 up as we speak on Suits, both averaging 102. And Andy Bolton on board 5, his average has just shot up to 112. Might just want to check. How do you check previous legs, Phil? Because that average wasn't near that high. Just checking you didn't do a 9.
Dobie has one back. I don't think you can till the end.
All right, okay. Maybe it wasn't as high as a 9, but he certainly had something low because his average has shot up to 112. The same management group as me, Nick Kenny, unfortunately 3-1 down to Brendan Dolan at the minute.
Yeah, another one that's probably going to have to rely on a little bit of luck and a bit of good fortune to keep his card.
Yeah, he's going to have to get through one of the 2, I think, qualifiers and then do well. And board 3, Callan Rids sees off Simon Whitlock, 5-2, 101 average. The Riot's good form continues. What a great throw he's got when he's flowing. You watch him all day.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what a battle this is between O'Connor and Dobie. O'Connor on throw to win it. 140, 57, 137. Dobie, 140, 134 ton. Dobie's got the hinks. But O'Connor, 167. What a way to win it this would be. Only 59. I say only. He may not be back. But that's a slip from Dobie. So it's advantage O'Connor again. Only needs one treble in the combination. Not sure if you've missed a dart or not, but it hasn't gone. So Chris Dobie, to save your skin, 72 points. And he has absolutely fluffed his lines there. From 72, only scores 37 to leave 35. No idea what he's hit there. But whatever it is.
Big 5 on top last dart, I would say.
Oh, and Willie O'Connor, last dart in hand. They sting, Sean.
Say again.
Last dart in hand. They're the ones that sting.
Oh, they do sting, yeah. I'm saying 35 left. He probably hit a big 5 going for tops off 72. Adrian Lewis through 5-1, board 2. I was watching. Suits pinged 76 in 3 to make it 3 apiece against Barney. Leg 7, Barney is sitting on 32 after 12. Suits has got to go at the big fish to break.
And again, I've been practicing my dynamo routine. I make things happen.
There he
Good
is.
afternoon. How are we? Lovely to be back. Could you
How
believe
are you,
this?
Jar?
All sunned up, mate. I think I'm still basking in the glow. How about you?
Yeah, no, it's very good. Very good holiday.
Got to ask, did you eventually? First of all, yes, the ice cream incident. Yes, I was devouring a cheesecake at the time, which was lovely. It was very, very good. Did you go for the steak in the end, Sean?
No, you're right. I avoided your recommendation because I'd gone for steak the previous night somewhere else. So, you know.
Shouldn't have done that.
Couldn't double up.
Cracking. But no, I hope you had a fantastic time, mate. If you've never been, by the way, anybody, Playa Blanca, great holiday spot. Definitely.
Yeah, very good.
Don't get me wrong, I like the Canaries, but Tenerife is my Canary Island of choice.
I can imagine you walking down Playa de las Americas, absolutely enjoying everything.
Don't get me wrong. We have had some memorable nights in Playa de las Americas. Linekers, Tramps, China Whites, you name it.
God won't get jealous because you can't come on because you can't. Phil can't make you magically appear. Come on now. Right. Well, am I allowed to have one little rant about the slam just for 1 second before we get into this?
Even if I say no, you're going to do it anyway. So the floor's yours.
Please do.
Well, you can mute me. That's the problem. Right. I'm going to start this off now. Slam shouldn't be ranked because you're inviting players. As soon as you start inviting players, it should never be a ranked tournament. Thank you. Moving on. That's all I want to say. All right, where are we looking? Cheers, Jonathan. Thanks for reminding me about that.
I'm just asking, but by your logic, then does that mean the world shouldn't have been ranked a few times when Max Hopp got invited? I
think the thing is with the worlds is that like half. I mean, half the things shouldn't. Yeah, if you get an invite to the Worlds, then you shouldn't get it on your ranking. It's simple as plain as that. No, I'm with you. I'm with you all the way. If you get invited to the Worlds, then you shouldn't get it ranked on your tour card and on the order of merit.
The Barney alarm will be out again, Phil. Barney beats Alan Suter 5-3 with 101 average to Suits 99. Yeah, me too.
Barney's coming to Wolverhampton. Barney's coming to Wolverhampton. Na, 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 na.
And I'm glad Jar's come in because I do need to exit at 1 o'clock and get back to work.
I know, mate. We massively appreciate
it. Jar.
Thank you, Sean.
I filled in your void for an hour-ish.
Oh, someone's very busy. I can hear the phones going. Is it you, Phil, with the live league, or is it you, Mr.
No, it's me. Just get it. Stick it on. Brendan Dolan's beaten Nick Kenny 5-2, so it's not a good 5 minutes for the Big Five, losing 2 players there.
Well,
and Steve,
with that, I know you've got... Do you want to sign off in style then, Shawnee?
Yeah, I just noticed one board. You can pick up the end of that one, Jar. Good game going on with Scott Mitchell, Ricky Evans. Ricky's gone 4-1 up. No, this was cool. Thanks. Nice to be on the other side. And I'll be back in the chat room very, very soon. But yeah, just
massive hand to Shawnee Mack, who stepped in for the last hour on the watch along, one of the regulars, and we wish him all the very best. We'll speak to him before that, but big times for Shawnee. Mate, pleasure as always. And if by Dynamo Magic, we're going to go like this.
Oh, can we get Sean? Can we get Sean permanently instead of Goal on the live lounge? Right, I need to clear something up because people are already moaning at me in the chat room about calling it invited players. Look, you shouldn't like players who win. Players who go on who win. I'm sorry, just for me, especially if you're ranking this tournament, you should not be having players that are outside the 128 on it. I'm really sorry, you shouldn't, because when you're getting things like the Dev Tour and the Challenge Tour, and yes, I understand there are replacements in there for the BDO representation, but when you're doing that in a ranked event, it doesn't. I'm sorry, it just doesn't sit right, and that's the reason why I can't stand the Slam, especially because it used to be an exhibition event. I don't mind it if it goes back to a non-ranked event. Do what you like with it. But as soon as you start ranking it, and as soon as we see players that have won events that are not getting in, when, no disrespect, winning a European Dev Tour or winning a UK Dev Tour is less difficult than winning on a Pro Tour. I'm sorry, it just is. That's my rant of the day.
To be fair, when you speak to a lot of the players, they agree. They won't say it at PDC events, but when you speak to them at exhibitions and everything like that, we've had some famous Joe Cullen rants over it as well. The players, when it's ranked, they agree.
RVB wins in a fight, Brock. No doubt about that. No issue with that. Between me and RVB, definitely, it's definitely Barley. But his Dutch compadre, Vincent van der Voort, comes through.
Yeah. Also, board 12, Jack Main, 3-0 up on Daryl Gurney. Super Chin isn't so super. We'll just call him Chin today, only averaging 71.
That's a really good question. How did Jose qualify? He came through the qualifier, didn't he?
What, last year?
Or did he? Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. He won a Euro Tour. That's why.
Euro Tour, yeah.
Yes, won the Euro Tour. That's why. I was thinking that. I was like, I'm sure he wasn't the qualifier last year. But yes, there we go. Where are we looking at this point? Results. Is Barry Keane doing any well? Top 64. So we're going to be starting off the top 32 sometime, Bardi, which means we've only got about, 2 rounds after that to go.
Yeah.
People asking how many qualify. It will be 8. 8 qualify for this event. So 8 spots will be left in the Grand Slam. They will be in pot 3, I'm going to say. I think
they'll be kind of split. Because there's 8 seats. So we were talking about this the other day, that I think it's kind of split.
I'm sorry about this, but did Christoph lose in the end? Or did he? Are we coming back to beat Joe Mernon?
He came back.
Wow. So he will play the winner of John Brown against Jake Jones then, Bartos.
Correct.
Willie Borland, I don't think he has qualified, Mark. No. Maybe he's decided he didn't want to play in it. Fair enough. So where are we looking? I tell you what, one thing we have got under the radar, right, that Boise's getting a little bit very, very happy about. Devin Peterson was 4-0 down. He's now 4-3 on board 6. So we're going to see a ridiculous comeback from Devin after, I thought he used up all his lives yesterday, qualifying for the Players' Championship finals.
Yeah.
See where we go. I'll tell you what. I'll have a quick look at this game properly and we'll see where we go. It's not the best of starts, I will be honest. Have you cracked open the beers already, Barzy? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I appreciate that.
Pepsi Max.
All right.
Says, you can't have a system totally based in favour of UK and EU players and give no chance to Asians. Well, they have got a chance. Go to Q School and get a tour card.
I'm with him. I'm with them. Sorry. I'm with them.
Jeff Smith has won a tour card through Q School. Danny Baggish has won a tour card. Kai Fan Young has won a tour card.
But you know, why aren't the Asian Tour and the CDC, the DPA, why aren't they getting a shot on the slam?
Because the tours aren't strong enough yet. Let's be plain and simple. One, there's been no darts on the Asian Tour for 2 years.
The Asia Tour isn't strong enough. Asia Tour?
No, not consistently it's not. Look what happens when they come over at Ali Pali. They all lose first round. Yes, Malik they're great to watch. Oh, sorry, he's won a few. Consistently, they're not strong enough.
Malik nearly not right at the Worlds. Malik nearly ended right team. He was a ball right away.
Will they be?
Lawrence Larkin.
Yes. Will they
Lawrence
be?
Larkin.
Yes, but right now, it's not.
Lawrence Larkin, Noel Malik, Paul Lim. I can't think of anybody. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but those 3 in particular are strong enough to come over here.
No,
Unfortunately, I'm not too sure necessarily on the DPA and the CDC. I need to have a little bit of that, but certainly on the Asia Tour, they're stronger than some of the players in the European Challenge Tour, 100%.
Again, commercial viability though.
Well, yes. We know that the dart starts at 7 p.m. the UK time. But
and look how
come back said
look how much
Steve
money
Brown's
darts makes in Germany. No further questions, Your Honour.
No, I know it's the most lucrative darts market in the world. I'm not saying it's not. It is, but the Asia Tour is strong enough to compete, and the Asia Tour should get a shot at the Slam. If we are okay, for one of it, we're not inviting players, but if in giving opportunities to qualify for events, let the Asia Tour have an opportunity. Sego Asada as well. Thank you, Marco. Thank you. Plus, as well, do we not want to hear Edward Fawkes as well? Thank you. I'm from Japan. Even more on the interviews. Yes, please.
It was funny, but you'd have to try and interview him afterwards.
All right, I'm fine with that. Exactly, Danny Lorby as well. He'll be one to watch next year at Q School, definitely. Can't wait to see more of him. Quality player. Right. Now we've had that. Sorry for throwing the grenade in about the Slam straight away. I'm only on for an hour.
We do.
I'm only on for an hour. Okay. Here we go. So we are in the top 64 right now. So that means, everybody, that you need to be getting to the top 16, don't you? The top 16 is where the games matter, because those will be the chances for qualification. So we've got two more rounds, people. So we're currently in the top 64. Win this, you go to the top 32. Win this, you then go to the top 16. So we have got two more rounds to play.
Yeah,
Barry
8
Keane,
qualified for today. Brock says, is Mardle playing in the seniors? No, he's not old enough. I think he's only 48. Is darts today? Yep, this is the Grand Slam qualifier.
And born in 1973. Yes, you are correct. 48. Speaking of Germany, the German giant, Gabriel Clements, 4-3 up and with a breaker throw as well. To be fair, Doran makes a good point. Yeah, go on. You go. I was going to say that's a good point personally, but I'll explain why in a minute.
What, the winner card and you're forced to travel miles for thousands of pounds?
Well, this is the thing, though, is the fact that in soft tip world, in the Asia Tour, you know that they own an absolute fortune for that. You know that. Mikuru makes a fortune playing soft tip, and everyone wonders why she doesn't come over very often for steel tip. Because it's not commercially viable, as you say.
Look, yes, if you win a card from North America, South America, Asia, you have to travel. But unfortunately, the money and commercial aspects are not viable in Asia. Barry's already said that. That's why we don't have a World Series in Japan or China anymore. The interest
they tried that, didn't
isn't there.
They tried that.
The interest isn't there.
It didn't work.
Yeah. So why would the PDC take tournaments or tours to somewhere where they're not going to make money? They're not. Plain and simple.
Phil says, you have a look at the EU Dev Tour. We haven't really had a quick look at it, I'll be brutally honest, but Rusty Jake, as per usual, absolutely smashing it out the park. Should have got a tour card at Q School this year, as Gabe Clements does beat 5-3 Steve Lennon. So, well, we haven't had a look at it, but we'll have a quick look and see what it could mean in the order of merit, because obviously the winner of the EU Dev Tour gets to go to the Grand Slam. There's the development tour on darts rankings. Rusty Jake is absolutely flying. Flying. All good. Thank you, Andrew. Hope you're all good yourself, mate. But yeah, Rusty Jake, if he wins this with 5 events to go on the EU Dev Tour. Oh, someone's busy, Barzy.
That's right. I'll answer it later.
Yeah, Rusty
Tom
Jake Rodriguez.
A couple of negative blokes. That's fine, Tom. We're just giving opinions. If you don't like it, you know where the door is. No one's forcing you to watch.
Jake Jones beating John Brown 5-4 then in that one. Boise says, let's bring all the tournaments to the Midlands. Problem solved. About to say, Buzz, do you fancy a night out in Wolverhampton on the Friday? I would say the Saturday, but we can't because the Sunday, you've got the double header on the Sunday. No.
Hi, John.
So I just want to quickly update the Dev Tour, if I may.
Help yourself.
But he can be caught. Okay. So Rusty Jake Rodriguez, if he were to win this game, he's currently 3-2 up against Fabian Schmaltz, and it's now gone to 3-all. So it's a crucial game that if he does win it, then all he would need to do is make the last 16 of Dev Tour 8, and that's it. He's there. He's in. We will know the. I'm going to call it the international qualifiers for the Grand Slam. Gary Blades and Luke Woodhouse. Darryl Gurney. It's only a 78.2 average, but he's still in there at the moment. George, yes, Ratajski is through and will be playing shortly as Luke Woodhouse does knock out Gary Blades. And unless Gary Blades finds a way to win the World Championship via the qualifier, that he is, I think, his tour card run done.
I didn't see
If
it.
Barney qualified,
How did Vincent's son do in the Dev Tour today?
Stand by. Who's I presume it's called Van der Voort, yes?
Yeah, Kevin Van der Voort.
I'll find it with the surname. Beat Slobodan Arslan. I presume that's how you pronounce it. Sorry, Philip. I know you're watching, and apologies for the horrendous pronunciation of that. And then Sebastian Kine beating 4-1. Average 63 and 59. So he's getting there. He's getting there.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
Correct. But you look at it, the likes of Sebastian Bialecki, Gert Nenches, like I say, Rusty Jake, all in the quarterfinals. Top 16. I mean, the averages are pretty decent. 78, 76, 81. You see that on the UK Dev. I just think Rusty Jake Rodriguez is a class above everybody currently right now and is 4-3 ahead. Going back to this, we are going to focus on the fact that the top 32 has begun. Dirk van Dijvenbode against Boris Kuchma. Big bad Boris. Jack Main wants 124 points to knock Darryl Gurney out of the race to qualify for the Grand Slam. Can't do it. Only hits 50. 74 left. Now, Darryl Gurney on 90. And he takes it out. 3 darter. Wonder if he's gone 2020 bull. No idea which way. We'll never know. But we know that Darryl Gurney is there and he survives. And he is in. 5-4 win over Jack Main.
Yeah.
Malachi, is Jarlath going to the Grand Slam if RVB qualifies? No, I'm not. But that's not the reason. I only live about half an hour down the road from Horsley, or about 40 minutes down the road from Horsley. But I'm actually buggering off again on holiday. I'm in America for most of the slam, so I'm not going to be here. That's why.
Ryan says, do you play for any pub or league, Super League team in your area, just casual friends? I used to play an awful lot. Used to play to a fairly good standard. Got a little bit of dartitis. Never really been the same since, but still play on a Friday night. I used to play in the same county youth side as James Wade, Aaron Turner, Sam Rooney, who you've seen on TV. So not a bad school that I came through.
Yeah, I'm useless. God will tell you that in the chat room. Absolutely never will play darts because I cannot play a thing. Gob has just sent us through this. Thank you, mate. Top 8 in the world are seeded in pot 1 as Ryan Joyce beats Jermaine Watt. They're 5-2. Remaining 8 tournament winners that have qualified are into pot 2. Pot 3 are the Associated Tour qualifiers, and then pot 4 are these 8 qualifiers that are coming through right now. So they will be the final 8.
Ryan Joyce has beaten Jermaine Wattamina 5-2 on board 11, 99 average.
Oh, I've got a brand new Little Mix promo in my inbox today. Please, I'm going to listen to that on the flight over to Dublin later as Ross Smith, like you say, beats Mike Clive 5-4. Yes, the Grand Slam will be doing double walk-ons, particularly for the first 4 days. Our absolute favourite on this show. As Martin Schindler, Big Shing Dealey, who's going through 5-2 over Boris Koltsov, excuse me, not Kuchma.
Yeah, Ross Smith, also victorious. Smudger making a move. Can't tell you it's against because it's just disappeared off my screen, so I'm going to have to go and find it again. Mike Clovenhoven, right at the bottom. Yeah, literally, I was looking at it and it disappeared.
What I was going to say, about the joint walk-on situation. Look, when you've got to get 8 games in, that's an excuse for Sky. What I didn't understand is that why we were doing joint walk-ons in the second round of the Grand Prix when we had 4 matches, and then we had it in the quarterfinals. We didn't have a joint walk-on, but they still had 4 matches. That's what grinds my gears. Once there's 4 matches a night per session, as Damon Heta beats Gert de Vos with 104.3 average, not bad at all. That actually. Once you go past that, that's when I start fuming because there's no excuse. Once you go down to 4 matches a night, there's no excuse at all.
I think for the sake of 90 seconds, it doesn't make a lot of difference.
You know what Sky are like, though. Everything they touch turns to gold.
Yeah.
Right, where are we looking? Also, a couple of things. Ryan Parr, I'm 21 and got dialysis recently. I was averaging about 45 to 50 before, but I managed to take off and reveal my throw. And now I average about 60 with the odd 70 and now a 1 off 100 average. Beautiful stuff. Well done, Ryan. Keep it going, mate.
Super,
Top work,
buddy.
mate. Keep it going.
Super stuff.
Do you think that J-Lo is fuming because of what happened yesterday, by the way? Sorry, you were going to say something then?
No, we'll do J-Lo first. Go on.
He's 2-0 up now, averaging 96 against Peter Jakes. But do you think he's just fuming after what happened yesterday? Because Adam Hunt won 1 game and it's cost him a world championship spot at this moment in time, J-Lo, when we go to the Worlds.
Yeah, possibly.
Wayne Jones, I don't know what it is, but every single year he comes through the bloody qualifier. Every single year.
Yeah, remember, make sure you drop us a like. Over 400 of you watching, and we thank you for that. But only 81 likes. You can do better than that, guys. You know where the button is. Board 15.
Appreciate
Boris Kurtzmar has just taken a 2-1 lead over the Ober Genius.
Do you know what? I think that he's fallen off a cliff as well, recently. The Over Genius. He's fallen a bit off.
But then we saw signs at the Pro Tour and at the European Championships that maybe, if not the World Series finals, that it was starting to turn the other way again. But agreed, mid-season, he openly spoke, he had a bit of a shoulder problem and everything like that.
Here we go. Oh, dear. I say, oh, dear. Not necessarily in a bad way, but Kim Hybrex, 3-0 ahead against Ricky Evans right now, averaging 112.7. I say, oh, dear, purely because Gob's going to be absolutely thrilled and over the moon about that because he's been trying to call the fact that Kim has been on a resurgence. I think he'll qualify today. I really do.
Gutted, Dobie's gone.
We wanted the greatest walk on in the history of darts, didn't we?
Matthew Edgar has also taken the opener against Jamie Hughes. Primetime leads 1-0.
Got to jump off, Buzz. Just give me 1 second. I'll be back in 2. All right?
Yeah, no worries, mate. Well, Jar is just popping off. I will keep you all there. What else have we got in the chat room? What an effort that is, everyone. Superb. So nice to see if Beaton qualifies yet, and he's 4-1 up on Wayne Jones. Jack says Edgar loves a qualifier. He's got history in qualifiers, comes through them, as Kim Hybrex is averaging 109 and 4-0 up on Ricky Evans, only averaging 89. I say only as if it's poor. Dirk Van Dijvenbode levels up against Boris Kirchmar on 15. Andy Bolton 2-1 up on Stephen Bunting and the freeze. Danny Noppert levels up with Raymond Van Barneveld. Pascal says, Kim working hard on his comeback yet, putting lots of time and effort in, and it is showing. Dan says, Bill, do you know who Edgar would play in the next round? Hold on, and I will tell you. What board is he on? 12. He is on board 12, so he will play the winner of Ian White and Ryan Joyce. And Adrian Lewis lost the opener to Mike De Decker. Christoph Ratajski survived a huge scare in round 1, but 1-0 up on Jake Jones. Have I missed one out then? You say you played Gurney. Have I missed a round out? I may have done. Let's go back. Some of them can be board groups. Yeah, my apologies. He will play Daryl Gurney. I'm board 12. I didn't look at the last 32 game. So, yeah, my apologies. He has Gurney first, and then the winner will play Ian White or Ryan Joyce. Afternoon, Paddy. Hope you are good. Steve Beaton is in to the last 32. The Bronze Adonis 5-1 over Wayne Jones. And don't be fooled by the rocks that he's got. J-Lo is still from the block because he's 4-0 up on Peter Jakes. Barney 2-1 up on the freeze. Ricky Evans has a leg back against Kim Hybrex. Ratajski 2 to the good. And Adrian Lewis levels up. Dirk Van Dijvenbode is making a move. Kim Hybrex has won. Afternoon, Terence. Hope you are well. Someone said about Beaton and the Worlds. Just going to go and have a look. Pro Tour Order of Merit. Yeah, no, Steve Beaton is comfortably at the Worlds, guys. 15th on the Pro Tour Order of Merit. No danger for him there. As Andy Bolton leads Stephen Bunting 3-2. Tyske cruising this time around 3-0 as Boris Kirchmar levels up against Dirk. Yeah, Beaton's comfortably in. Why is he called the Freeze? Is it because it's the part of Holland that he lives in. I don't want to butcher the name, but it's to do with that. Afternoon, Kieran. And Noppy levels up. William O'Connor 3-0 up on Keegan Brown. Matthew Edgar now trails 2-1. Jamie Hughes has won back-to-back legs. As I say that, Edgar levels. Prime time is now 2-2 with Yozza. Peter Jakes has a leg back against Jason Lowe. Yeah, cheers, Dave. I didn't want to butcher it. Didn't want to do it a disservice. Jake Jones has a leg back on Christopher Tyske. William O'Connor is one away from a bagel. 4-0 up on Keegan Brown. What else have we got? Ryan Joyce, Ian White are underway on board 11. As Bunting levels it up against Bolton, 3 apiece. That game now a best of 3. And Jason Lowe, 5-1 winner. Dirty Sanchez says, bloody freezing here. Whereabouts are you from, mate? Dirk is back in front and 1 away. But William O'Connor is close to serving the bagel on Keegan Brown. William O'Connor finds a maximum to leave 55. So will get, or should get, 2 match starts to serve the bagel. Match starts missed. Keegan Brown, 1-2-5 to save your skin and get a leg on the board. Here we go. Coming back, O'Connor, 3 darts in hand at double 10. Go, second dart, bagel served. William O'Connor marches on. In the chat room as well, someone said Matthew Edgar now leads. He broke, but what a response from Jamie Hughes to having your throw broken. 140, 137, 180 to leave 44 after 9. Matthew Edgar replies with a 180 to leave 72, but may not get a go. Doesn't get a go. Jamie Hughes pins 44 with his 3rd dart. We are back level at 3 apiece. Boris Kirchmar levels at 4 apiece as well. Barney and Noppy are tied at 3 apiece. Damon Hesser, Brendan Dolan getting underway. So here's Vincent van der Voort, Martin Schindler. Sam says, what are you watching it on? I have PDC TV, but can't find it. Yeah, there's no there's no stream. So if you go to wait a minute, I'll put the link in the description for you where we're watching the scores. There you go, mate. 8Go says, is there a resource that lays out the importance of PDC tournaments? I'm from the US and kind of confused about the order of merit and qualifiers. Look, there's no real order. The big three in brackets, and again, this might upset some people. You've obviously got the World Championships, the Premier League, and the World Match Play, your big three. In my opinion, people might argue that, but they're the prize money that the players kind of look at. Then everything else is classed as a TV tournament. There's no real distinguishing between them. I'll come back to this in a second because Boris Kirchmar has broken Dirk van Dijvenbode's hopes. Final leg win. Dirk has gone. Going to have Barney open as well. Barney looking at double 16 to go within one. Barney hits it. Breaks Danny Noppert's throw. There has been more breaks of throw in this one. And you can't put the Premier League in that bracket as there's no ranking. Forget ranking points, buddy. The players will all tell you that the Premier League is arguably behind the Worlds in their opinion in terms of importance. And in terms of people calling them majors in the chat room and stuff like that, whenever Barry talks, this was his exact words, there's no such thing as a major in the PDC. They are all TV tournaments. When you see the graphics on screen, they're all labelled as TV tournaments. And commercially, the Premier League is the second biggest tournament by an absolute mile as well. But Barney is 106 points away from victory. How much pressure can Danny put on? Not enough. So Barney, 106 to win it. Misses. Edgar in a noble. We'll come to that in a second. Stick with me to see Barney, the second time of asking. Does it? Raymond Van Barneveld marches on. Barney goes through. Tyske goes through. But we've got another noble going on, and it is between Primetime Matthew Edgar and Yozza Jamie Hughes. And it's advantage Edgar. Jamie Hughes, 3 visits to the board, no treble. Prime time has gone ton 57.99. Fate is in Matthew Edgar's hands. Hughes responds with a 140. But it may not be enough. Probably isn't, because that 140 is countered by a 137 to leave 108. Matthew Edgar should get match starts in this combination. Not sure if he's missed one or not. By the look of it, he's missed a match start. This would hurt if the 152 goes. Doesn't go. So, Matthew Edgar, 3 darts in hand to break Jamie Hughes and seal victory. Passage into the next round. And it goes. Primetime Matthew Edgar defeats Jamie Hughes 5-4. Unfortunately, Damon Heta up against it. 3-0 down against Brendan Dolan. Callan Ridds also a 5-1 winner over Josh Payne. Vincent van der Voort 3-0 up on Martin Schindler. Ryan Joyce 4-1 up on Ian White. Where is it? Anthony says, how come there's no live chat during the live league games? Basically, mate, because we can't man the chat 24/7 like we do on these live streams. And there's been, look, we're not having derogatory comments to the players or anything in the chat. So where we can't man it, we don't have it on. The draw will be done on Monday, we believe. So we'll know by Sunday the final field. When he says, unfortunately, a lot of the boards are horrible for the players today. Yeah, look, absolutely. Steve Brand, the bomber. Yeah, exactly, Mark. That's why we don't do it. I don't know, they might have changed it then. There was nothing on there yesterday. If the draws today, then happy days. I will have a look in a second on. I don't think Grand Slam money on its own will be enough for Steve Brand. Vincent van der Voort lead has been cut in half. The last 8 qualify. There was a question in the chat room. The last 8 qualify for the Grand Slam of darts. So I'm trying to multitask at the same time as games are finishing in the live league.
Hello again. Sorry. A bit longer than I expected. Had a work call, unfortunately.
Apparently,
Oh, what? Bang on. Sorry, the Grand Slam draws on at 4:30.
Apparently so. There was nothing on the PDC website yesterday, so they must have changed that all of a sudden.
So, are they actually going to try and do this live? How long does it take them to turn that round? I mean, I know the boys are very good, Josh, Lou, and Luke, but you know, what time do they expect the draw to finish or this to finish?
As well, I look at the PDC Twitter. I mean, a lot of people. Let me clear back up again. I'm sure Darts Twitter are going to go into meltdown. There's there's a program for the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Who do we reckon's made the cover? There are 6 players on the cover.
I'm trying to think. Lisa Ashton. Do we think that Fallon Sherritt made the cover instead?
Correct.
That's a. Tell you what, that's a shocker. That is a shocker.
Oh, I'll tell you what, big result. I'm going to jump in. Ryan Searle is not going to the Grand Slam of Darts. Ross Smith has just averaged 106.70 to beat him in a noble. What a game, gents.
Can I just see really quickly? So they've made get to Johnny, Gezi, MVG, Wright, and I presume that's the defending champion behind.
Yeah, Jose.
Okay. That's all right. I'm sure, like you say, Darts Twitter will be fine with that.
I think it's. I've got no issue with it, but you know what Darts Twitter's like.
Yes.
And as
the comments in our YouTube chat room are very happy about that as well, it seems.
as God will probably no doubt point out in a second, no world number 4.
Yeah. You met the last year's finalist as well, Barzy? That one.
That one.
Yeah. Just to say, by the way, in case we didn't tell you at the time, Rusty Jake Rodriguez has won Dev Tour Event 7. That means that he is now 4 games away, I think. Yeah, 4 victories away from the Grand Slam. Because he then cannot be caught.
Who are we saying is very overrated in the chat room?
If someone says Barney qualifiers, will he be on there too? No, he will not. And the reason for that is because they have to start prepping the program for a while. So no, he won't be on the cover. The cover is Clayton, Price, Van Gerwen, Sherrock, Snakey, Peter Wright, and then Jose de Sousa.
I have to disagree. Fallon Sherrock is not very overrated. She is absolutely top class for the sport.
Oh, this is going to get you in trouble. I love it.
I'm just telling you how it is. If you see the numbers, she pumped in on the ladies series, and what she done, she is genuinely class.
Look, I don't disagree with you. You know that. No, Jamie, Lisa and Fallon can't be drawn in the same group because they're in the same pot. You should do a prank video where you fill this guy's room with Barney memorabilia and Barley stuff to get his reaction. Again, if you know me, you'd actually know that I'm actually secretly quite a fan of Raymond Van Barneveld. I have been for years. My biggest issue with it is the fact that I don't think that his coming out of retirement was because he thought he could play at the highest level. Look, he's won a Pro Tour as Martin Schindler beats Vincent van der Voort 5-4 as well. Good stuff from Shindiggity. Look, I don't think that his retirement was all about trying to see whether he still had it or he thought that he was early enough. Let's just, I ask this question every time that I'm on this station, and it's a genuine question. If COVID hadn't happened and he could have been playing Philip Douglas in exhibitions with a certain darts company, Philip, throughout of 2020 and 2021, do we reckon he'd have been there, or do we reckon he'd be in the World Championships, World Seniors Darts Championship this time in 2022? That's my issue.
Yeah, look, if COVID hadn't have hit, I don't think he comes back.
You need to set Jar up and tell him that you need to do an interview, and when he gets there, it's Barney. I don't mind doing an interview with Barney. I've done it numerous times. Again, I haven't got an issue personally with Raymond Van Barneveld. I just don't think that, let's just say, all of the reasons he's come back for are legit. That's just my opinion. Sols. The second word is off, Boise. Right, big moments coming up because Charlie will be joining us very, very shortly. He will be taking over from me at 2 o'clock-ish. So, Kim Huybrechts against Mike the Decker. The winner of that goes on and will be going on to the Grand Slam of Darts. Does anyone else agree that the Slam would be better if it's just every one of the top 32? No. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because it's the same players that we see on television. And it closes off the shot, I think, a little bit in a way. Look, I understand that, they've got opportunities to qualify on Pro Tour, and if you win a TV tournament, you then get in the Slam. But I'm just not sure that a top 32 closing off would be very good. I actually think that what they need to do is with the Masters, make that the top 32 and then move that into a sort of Champions League format. I think that would be quite good, personally.
Yeah, look, I'm a fan of the Slam, but last year it lost something because there wasn't the connection that it normally has.
Who's in the Grand Slam qualifiers, Jack? Everyone that you see on screen. John O'Shea, I'm glad COVID hit, otherwise I'll be locked up for that trophy. Oh, very good. Very good joke.
Love that big man.
Yeah, and that's what I say, Mark. I think that the glorified Masters point is okay, but what I'd like to see is have a top 32, make that the Champions League, and then go through that way. That'd be quite good, personally. But Christopher Tyske against Willie O'Connor for a spot at the Slam. Very good. Steve Bomber Brown looking to try and do so as Mike DeDecker goes 3-1 up on Kim Hybrex and doesn't have the throw to break a throw. He broke through in the third leg.
So, rattle through the games today.
Love it. More of this.
Yeah.
Dan, Phil, who's your favourite player to interview? I assume Gary in terms of clicks.
Who's my favourite to interview? Lots for different reasons. They all tick different kind of boxes. Look, Gary's up there. I'm not arguing. And look, Gary can be difficult to interview, but I'm, as Joel will tell you, I'm lucky that Gary likes me, so I get some really good stuff out of him.
Steve Brown beats Steve Beaton 5-3. We will not be hearing the state. He is not staying alive right now with Steve Beaton 5-3 in the end. But yes, you do get on well with Gando, and as soon as you get on well with him, you're all right. It's just if you don't get on well with him, then he hates you. Just get him over. Boise, we're not going down that road again. Before I play darts, that's all I want to do is just play darts. That's all I do. Play darts. Play darts. That's all I do. Anyway, Mike the Decker.
Sorry, Edgar fans. Daryl Gurney is in charge.
Get it over with. Get it over with. I thought I'd avoid it, but no. Get it over with. Go on, Barzy. Get it over with. I'm here. Let's have a bit of fun.
You enjoy it, really, don't you? However,
hang on, sorry.
For a place in the Grand Slam of darts, Brendan Dolan takes on
Yay! Tell you what, if someone does meme that, click that meme up. That'd be great. Cheers. I'd like to be a meme. Gabe Clements 4-3 up on Jason Lowe, looking to try to make a spot in the last 16. We have Christopher Tyske and Willie O'Connor both averaging ridiculous numbers to start off the afternoon. Carry on.
Yep.
One apiece there. Someone's asked, is the last 16 the best of 9 or 11? I presume it's best of 9 because that's the same format as the group stages would be in the Slam.
Yeah, they don't change qualifiers normally. It's just the same all the way through. When you look at the Euro Tour qualifiers, they're the same all the way.
Tell you what, everybody. If the Barney Army are out there, let's see if we can try and get to 500 people watching us at once. Tell your friends. Oh, it's gone down now. It was on 497 when I was looking last. But if we can get to 500 watching at once, tell your friends that Raymond Van Barneveld is 5 legs away from qualifying for the Grand Slam of darts and see what happens. I'm sure we might lose a few of the Edgar TV fans, though, that might do that. But I'm going to say this, though, to him. I'm going to say this about Edgar. And again, I need to preface this because I might sound a bit stupid, but I think that if Edgar goes, if he can continue to play like this and continue to practice, continue well, I don't see why he can't make the Worlds again and come through that qualifier because he's played some good stuff.
Last 2 days, he has played some very good stuff.
Mike DeDecker, 1 leg away from knocking out his fellow Belgian Kim Hybrex as Gabe Clements comes through Jason Lowe. 5-3 in the top 32 there. All I'm going to say again as well, Barzi, is that when it's your day, it's your day. And I think today, it is his day. I've come to accept it. So I won't be surprised when it happens. But it'd be lovely to see, genuinely, I know I take the mick and all that sort of stuff, but it'd be lovely to see him back in the slam. He's qualified for it. He's earned his right. No issue with that whatsoever. If he plays well in the slam, I'm sure that the Wolverhampton, well, I was going to say Wolverhampton Civic, the Aldersey Leisure Village crowd will give him an absolutely brilliant reception, rightly so. But we could be moments away from actually getting our first qualifier in this event, because this is the one. Mike De Decker now on throw against Kim Huybrechts has the opportunity. And he starts with a max. Kim Huybrechts, what have you got left? Well, he answers back with a 140. Answers back with a 140.
He's going to have to be perfect. Oh.
It's a 140 from De Decker. If we go 180 here from Huybrechts, this game ain't over yet.
Matthew Edgar is out. Being 5-2 by Daryl Gurney. Decent average, good performance. Matthew Edgar, as we said earlier, can take a lot from this into that World Championship qualifier.
But Mike De Decker has just missed a ball for a 1-2-4. Kim Huybrechts now looking for a 150 that would keep this match alive. I'd love it if he went 3 balls. It'd be incredible if he did. But I don't think that's going to happen. He's left himself double 12. Now, I don't know whether he's missed a dart to level up there because it's 1-2-6. Don't think. He may have missed one, but it doesn't matter because we have our first qualifier into the Grand Slam of darts. Mike De Decker takes out a 14 dart leg and he's there. And he's there. Mike De Decker, the first.
To go look at Twitter, because someone said, interesting tweet from Adrian Lewis. Hold on.
Right. Here we go. It's Price throwing. No, he's not because he was in. He's already in the Grand Slam. Brendan Dolan going 1-0 up on Raymond Van Barneveld. Barney does have the throw, though, in this leg. So it is a hold. And Boris Kuchmar now has broken the Ross Smith throw early on. Dave Chisnall against Martin Schindler warming up. Sheesh. Gabe Clements against Callum Ridds to come as well. Steve Bunting against Steve Brown. Got Ryan Joyce against Daryl Gurney. Still to warm up. So we still have 7 places left, everybody. Do not go anywhere. Raymond Van Barneveld is in action right now, looking to win his way once again back to the Grand Slam of darts.
Interesting tweet from Adrian Lewis. And I'm going to read it word for word. Last week, the boards were great. This week, the batch have been far too soft to the extent that I've had to change my points to 36 mil on my darts, which after nearly 20 years of playing, I shouldn't have to do that.
That's interesting.
So basically, the boards are that soft. His dart has been his normal point is going into the ball nose of the dart.
Yeah. Big darts coming up here as Brennan Dolan with a chance to break early on against Barney. Barney now back for tops. And takes it out, second dart. So we're back level at 1 apiece. But I want to touch on a certain Peagle, if I may, Barzy.
You may.
106 average right now against Willie O'Connor. Absolutely battering him. 4-1 in front, has the throw, and is now 91 points ahead. Tom from O'Connor gets it back, though. 307 plays 318 for Tyske. So sorry, he was 111 points ahead, excuse me. My maths isn't that particularly great. Oh, but I can tell you when someone is a 180 hitter, and that is Christopher Tyske right now. 127 and game left for the Grand Slam of darts. Willie O'Connor needs to find a biggie. He can't leave a finish. So Christoph Tyske now in possession, doesn't need to take it out if he doesn't want to. Sets up double 14. What can Willie O'Connor do in terms of pressure? Not much. So Willie O'Connor left on 160. But Christoph Tyske wants double 14 for the Grand Slam of darts. Don't like how long it's taking on Dart Connect. And he takes it out last dart in hand for a match average of 105. We were moaning yesterday about the fact that he might not get there to the Grand Slam of darts. Yesterday, after winning the Pro Tour, he doesn't mind that at all. 104.75 average for Christopher Tyske. He is your second qualifier. And I hate to say it because I don't like admitting that when someone's right, particularly Mr. Garwood. However, with the way that he's playing right now and the way he's been playing most of the year, I think he's one of the only players to reach a quarterfinal in every single event that he's been in. Is he not? He made 6 straight quarterfinals. I know that much. Can't remember what he did at the Euros. Let me have a quick look and see what he did.
No, he lost early. Didn't he lose early in the European Championships?
Lost first round, excuse me.
Yeah.
Lost first round, yes. But had made a quarterfinal, semi-final, and a quarterfinal so far this year on tour, and also made the semi-final of the World Series of Darts. I hate to say it, but the man is on the way up. Big news coming out of Germany as well is that Rusty Jake Rodriguez is into the last 64. And because, of course, it's £2,000 for a win rather than a final, as long as if Neil Zonneval goes early, and Rusty Jake Rodriguez could be in with a shout at winning this event here, could be in with a shout of being in the European Dev Tour or winning the European Dev Tour Order of Merit today.
Interesting tweet from Hatfield. But look, I've known this for a few days that the players have been not happy with the boards to the extent that the batch that was sent for the beginning of the Pro Tour wasn't used because they were too soft.
So we are down now then to 6 places available. Dave Chisnall against Martin Schindler just warming up right now. Raymond Van Barneveld is 2 apiece. I know it says 1 apiece on our screen, but I can promise you, so 1-2-1, but I can promise you currently there's 2 apiece. I'm looking at the game right now. We have then got also playing Boris Kuchma and Ross Smith, warming up Stephen Bunting against Steve Brown and Ryan Joyce against Daryl Gurney. The only game that isn't warming up yet is Callum Ridds against Gabe Clements. Now, if there's a problem with the board in terms of Dart Connect, then that's nicked good. Again, you know, if the draw's going out at 4:30 this afternoon,
Yeah.
will they just have to say EU Development Tour Order of Merit winner? Because I don't think Rusty Jake could be confirmed yet.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that they said the draw was today, because I didn't think they'd do a draw until it was confirmed 100%.
Yeah, because even if he wins this 10,500 quid, Neil Zonneveld can go and still win it. Can still go and make £8,000 up and win it. You know, Rusty Jake would have to fall very, very early in most of the events, but still happen. Imagine not using a Blade 6, Barzy.
Choose Blade.
Choose Gary Blades, as we all know on this station. Brendan Dolan, currently 3-2 ahead, takes out a 68 shot. But what the blooming hell's just happened there with Martin Schindler? His average was 125. It's now gone up to 137. Have we just missed something? Shindy, what is this? Dave Chisnall is currently averaging 100. Dave Chisnall is currently averaging 111. And Martin Schindler's just gone and hit a 180. And he's averaging 137 after 2 legs. This is ludicrous. Oh, you don't have to do that. God, bit 44. Poor.
Boris Kirchmar is on the verge. He's fluffed his lines. He's still in a fabulous position because Ross Smith is on 1-3-1.
Here he is. Double 2 for the
There it is.
match.
Big Bad Boris is going to Wolverhampton. I say Big Bad. He's a lovely bloke, but he's just huge.
I think that Martin Schindler may have just missed the dart. It just may have missed the dart at the ball there. But it doesn't matter. His average goes down now to 129. Poor. Poor. But this is a crucial leg in the game between Van Barneveld and Dolan. And Barney has come inside, I think, on tops. Because he's left 20. So unless he's found a treble with a third dart, I don't know. But I'm going to say he's missed a dart, potentially as has Dolan, I think. Both of them now left double 10. They could have easily missed the treble 20 on the 2 darts and then hit the third. But it doesn't matter because Barney takes it out. We are level at 3 apiece. 2 legs. A shootout now. It is the best of 3. First player to win 2 legs will be off to the glamorous Aldersley Leisure Village in Wolverhampton. Glamorous being the operative word there.
Yeah. Marcus says, will that save Kirchmar's tour card? Good question.
Stand by. I'll have a look. I shall have a look. You know what? Do you know what? That has just put him onto £40,000, I think, because you get $1,500 at the slam just for turning up. And that puts him number 64 in the race for a tour card. So Boris Kuchma might have just saved his tour card this afternoon.
might, obviously, because people below him are at the Worlds, could jump him, but at least...
Yes. But some people are not there at the Slam. So if he finishes third, I think is it what, 2.5 for finishing third?
Yeah,
have a quick look at this. So a quick look at the Slam prize money. Fourth in your group, you get $4,000. So you get $4,000 just for turning up. That's 42 grand that he's now on to. 42.5 grand. That I think he's just saved. He might have just saved his tour card. 42.5 grand. He's moved up to number 62 now, ahead of Karel Sedlacek and Ryan Murray. So I think that might have just saved his tour card. If he finishes third in the group and all the rest of it, it can only help. So he's in a right good position. You do get $4,000 for turning up. You are right. I'm thinking 1,500. I think that's Players' Championships in my noggin.
Here we go. Raymond Van Barneveld has carved an opportunity for a break on the Dolan throw. Barney's left 84. Dolan's going to get a poke at 134 to hold. If this doesn't go, Barney should get at least one dart at the ball. It doesn't go. So Barney may get two, but should get one at the ball to break. He's missed.
Has he missed double 11?
He has missed.
Big darts, though. Oh, that's going to hurt. So, just to let people know where we are in the day, we have got 3 spots finished. Mike De Decker, Christopher Tyske, and Boris Kuchma are Romeo done. They are into the Slam. The 5 games that you see on your screen are the games that we have left to determine who will join them and complete the 8 Pro Tour qualifiers for the Slam. Boy, sheesh. You could talk us through this game, though, Barzi, because Raymond Van Barneveld is now on the brink.
He is. Also, there's not long left, so I don't think, Jar, you're going to leave us, are you? Charlie is here, but we have got minutes left. So there's 3 of us potentially to the end, Charlie. But...
Helen, lads, you all right?
Good afternoon.
Right, Barney missed a break opportunity. And then Dolan, on the Barney throw, has gone 180, 140, score incoming 99 to leave 82 after 9. The history maker is about to end Raymond Van Barneveld hopes, and he can't leave a finish. So Dolan has 6 if required.
Wow, that's
Right.
pressure.
Moment of truth. Brendan Dolan, darts in hand at tops to win it. Lifeline for Barneveld. Lifeline for Barney. Dolan's missed. Barney, 46 to save your skin. When it goes, we have a 1-leg shootout. 501 points. It's a race for the Slam. It's a 1-leg shootout between Barney and Dolan.
Brendan Dolan misses 4 match darts. 4 of them. Count them. 4. Massive. But Chisnall, by the way, what a leg he's at. This game is mental between Chisnall and Chizzy. 140, 100, 180 on his own throw. He's left 81 after 9. We'll come to the other games in a minute, but Brendan Dolan against Raymond Van Barneveld now for a place at the Slam. Brendan, if you are just joining us, Brendan Dolan has missed 4 match darts, and Barney is punishing him with a 140 there. So the scores are 303 takes on 261. Brendan Dolan on 303 has the darts. He's hit 99 consecutive visits. He finds a 133 to leave the biggest fish of the lot. Barney, what can you do? He finds a ton to leave the 4th biggest fish of the lot. 161. Matthew Edgar hit a 161 yesterday against Michael Van Gerwen in his quarterfinal. Brendan Dolan leaves 72 after 12. Raymond Van Barneveld, your opportunity awaits you. 161 for the Slam. If this goes, and he's left himself an absolute beauty. He can't find it, but he leaves himself on double 12. Brendan Dolan has missed 4 match darts. An opportunity is here for him to end the match now, with Barney sat on double 12. And he misses 2. 6 match darts have been squandered. Raymond Van Barneveld, your time is now. 3 in hand at 12s. To go back to the Grand Slam of darts. The suspense is killing us on Dart Connect. Has Raymond Van Barneveld? He has! Raymond Van Barneveld will be at the Grand Slam of darts. He survived 6 match darts against Brendan Dolan. The Orange Army, the Barney Army, the Brilliant Army that back Barney are going back to Wolverhampton. They're going back to the Aldersley Leisure Village. Raymond Van Barneveld will be in the lineup at the 2021 Grand Slam of darts. Wowzers.
And I'll tell you what, the chat room is going absolutely off the chart. Barney is back. Back to the Slam. Wowzers, guys.
We'll come on to that in a minute. But, Charlie, I know you're watching Dave Chisnall against Martin Schindler as well. Schindler had started that match brilliantly, averaging 137 at one stage. He's now dragged into an oval.
There's found it absolutely perfect to come on. I can't actually believe Barney's just got through there. But yeah, I was watching the start of that game on the train, to be honest. And when I saw you talking about it, his average was incredible. It's dropped off massively. I was keeping an eye on Callan Ridds and Gabriel Clemens as well. Ridds got himself into a heap of trouble at 1-1. He's 3-1 down against the German, but now he's double 16 to hold his throw. And he's been broken again. He's been broken. Darts Connect's not worked on the laptop. Gabriel Clemens leads 4-1 there. So there's daylight between the two. Clemens looks like he could get over the line in that one, averaging 87.
He could. And I'll tell you what, for everyone in the chat room, I'm going to give you this in celebration. The Barney alarm to signal.
I'll give you that.
He's going back to the Slam.
Get that alarm sounded, everybody. Not that Barney alarm, but the proper one that they play at the start of the thing. Do you know what? Chisnall, though, by the way, Chisnall now wants 777 to join him. Both have missed dart for the match, Charlie.
This is incredible. I mean, when the summit's so big on the line, with him sat on 777 now, watching this with Martin Schindler, 107 average for Chizzy at the moment. He's gone 137, 60, 96, 180. And now we're waiting to see whether Chizzy can take this out to join Barney. And he's missed darts. at the double, and it looks like Schindler's going to come back for double 10. And this would be a huge... And he does, it goes in 2. So Martin Schindler has beaten Dave Chisnall 5 legs to 4. And Gabriel Clemens has also got the job done against Callan Ridds, 5-1, there with a 91 match average. So 2 players confirmed.
Callan will be gutted. He's won 2 Pro Tour titles this year, and he's not going to the Grand Slam of Darts.
I know we always talk about it in terms of how important it is, you know, and the merits of it and all that, but it's huge on your ranking. It's so important.
Yeah,
but can we just say very, very quickly, right, no, there's 2 games going on, and we'll come back to that. But the big story, gentlemen, the biggest story, for the first time since the UK Open of 2021, for the first time since the World Darts Championship of 2019-20, we are going to see, in front of a crowd, Raymond Van Barneveld at a PDC event. And let's not forget, the last time that he played in front of fans in a leg play event was the 2019 Players' Championship Finals, when he made the last 8.
Look, he's going to be a danger.
Yes.
In that environment,
yes.
He will be a danger.
In that short format, absolutely he will be.
Unbelievable stuff.
And also, can we just say very, very quickly, looking at this, Gabriel Clemens, thank you, Philip, as always. Philip Wolf, if you don't follow him, at PhilDarts501 on Twitter, he's brilliant when it comes to the stats. 3rd successive participation for Clemens in the Slam, and the 3rd time he's gone through the final, the qualification as well.
Get your breath, everyone.
Just keeping an eye on the game between Stephen Bunting and Steve Brown. Steve Brown's just got a leg back, so he's held his throw. Bunting's then opened up on throw with 70. Steve Brown's then come in with a 140. So if Steve Brown can break Bunting's throw, it will go to 4-all and a noble leg. So this is huge for Steve Bunting. He then puts in a 180, so the pressure's right back on Steve Brown. And in the other game, Daryl Gurney, of course, 4-1 up over Ryan Joyce.
I'm just going through this very, very quickly. The chat room, when that moment hit, when Raymond Van Barneveld survived those 6 match darts, absolutely unbelievable. Hats off to you in the chat room. You've been brilliant. I should say, because we're coming towards the end of the Slam qualifier, we will touch on this in a moment, but for everybody that's watched us throughout the entire year, whether you've watched 5 minutes, 5 seconds, or been with us throughout the entirety of the Pro Tour season, you have been utterly superb. And the reason why we keep doing this is because of you guys doing this. And I'm going to make a promise now. We will be back for Q School 2022. We'll be back doing what we did all those moons ago under lockdown. We'll be back. Q School Live will be back. What's happening in that Steve Bomber Brown game against Stephen Bunting? He looks like he's come back into it, Charlie, but he's just missed a crucial dart there.
He has. He's missed darts at a double, and Stephen Bunting will come back for double top now to round off a 5-3 victory. He does. It goes in 2. So Stephen Bunting has got the job done there. Stephen Brown fighting till the end, but falling away. And Ryan Joyce has brought another game back against Daryl Gurney. Gurney now leads 4-2.
I would tell my smart speaker to play Eye of the Tiger, but I don't want us to get chucked off the copyright by Survivor. So we're down to 1 then, boys. We're down to 1 game.
We are.
Tell you what, Ryan Joyce has fought back here very, very well. But I tell you what, if you want to call this in, Charlie, I'm going to have a quick look. Oh, no, Charlie's gone off just for a second. That's fine. No issue. I'm going to have a quick look and see. He's good.
The dogs are
right.
I've got a 4-month-old cockapoo, and she's fighting with the other one. So they're just wonderful. But yeah, what were you saying?
I was going to say, quick on this one, right? Martin Schindler, the reason why he had a 1-3-7 to start with, he threw a 12 darter and then a 10 darter in that game. I think for that he deserved to go through. But Ryan Joyce has just missed 25. Just missed the bullseye for a 1-2-1. Daryl Gurney now looking at 98 points to reach the slam, and he's missed. Well, he's left himself tops. I don't think he's missed. I think he's left himself tops. Ryan Joyce now looking to clean it up, and he is. So it's 4-3. Bit of a comeback this from Ryan Joyce. Very, very good. And now, Charlie, if you want to call this in, mate, you're more than welcome to as we get into this final leg, these final 2 legs of the Slam qualifier.
Yeah, what a day it's been. I've tried to follow it as much as I can. Daryl Gurney opens with just 60. Ryan Joyce comes in with a 101, so he'll need to break Daryl Gurney's throw here. And that's the perfect start to get him going. And what a day it's been. Gurney then only comes in with 40. So pressure is on the throw of Daryl Gurney. If Joyce then comes in with 47. Oh my! Honestly, at the time that he needs to be firing a 2 treble visit, he comes in with only 47. Again, Daryl Gurney manages 96. And we could be going to a noble here in this one, but I can't believe I've just come on and seen Barney get. Oh, that was incredible! That's been the best moment of the week. That by far.
There are certain moments in this sport that you will remember where you were when that happened, and I'm very glad that I was sharing it with you and with you 3 and about nearly 600 others in the chat room at the time. That will be a fantastic memory.
Ryan Joyce throws a 180 to leave himself on 89. Daryl Gurney's back on 225 and can only manage 65. So Joyce, to be fair,
on that's
89. Yeah,
that's good board management because it means
we saw poor board management yesterday, and not yesterday, Wednesday and Tuesday. Players just not set themselves up, and Ryan Joyce takes it out. So we're going to a noble. Ryan Joyce will have the darts. Will it be Joyce or Gurney?
He was 4-0 down. Ryan Joyce.
He was.
Malachi says, Barry Hearn's eyes lit up, hashtag RVB Sky ratings. Yes. I'll tell you what, if he does win the slam, first ranked title since 2007, and all the PDC money eyes are going like that for Rotterdam next year.
So he's opened up Ryan Joyce with 96 and 95. Gurney came in with a 140. So he's timed that perfectly well, but he needs to back that up here with only 83. Still very much. This leg could go either way. Gurney averaging 83. Oh, Ryan Joyce, that is magnificent. A 180 to leave himself on 130 after 9. Gurney needs to set himself up here. He can only manage a ton. So Ryan Joyce will have 6 darts from 130 to reel off 5 straight legs against Daryl Gurney. Oh, he puts in 98. Does Ryan Joyce to leave himself on double 16? All Gurney can do is set himself up. He only manages a ton, so he leaves himself on 78. Ryan Joyce, the time is now. Oh, he's missed darts. He's missed darts at a double.
But he's gone inside, hasn't he? He's hit the single 8 rather than double 16.
Yeah. Can he do it? Oh, Gurney can't either. So back to Joyce. On double 12. An incredible comeback for the Englishman. And it goes in two. Ryan Joyce has beaten Daryl Gurney 5-4 with an 85 match average and reeled off 5 straight legs. Wow, what a day.
Unbelievable.
Special day. Very, very special day. And that is it. Raymond Van Barneveld is the big story, though, everybody. Raymond Van Barneveld will be back at the Grand Slam. You know what? I was supposed to have maybe only an hour on here because my lunch break at work is only supposed to be half an hour. It's extended to about nearly 2 hours now. But I just wanted to say thank you very, very much to everybody in the chat room for your support. Again, thank you so much for watching us throughout the day. It has been brilliant. And the big story we are going to be hearing, well, we don't know if we're going to be hearing Eye of the Tiger yet. We don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure that the fans will sing it for him anyway when he goes on, I think. And I think the opening day, what do we think? Opening night, maybe? As in, like, do you think it'll be a night session?
Could you imagine the Sky ratings if in the same group we get Fallon and Barney?
And MVG?
Oh.
I think Barry Hearn would struggle to keep it down, would he?
Unbelievable. What an afternoon at darts have been in the Grand Slam qualifier. If you're only just tuning in, the 8 qualifiers for the Grand Slam: Mike De Decker, Gabriel Clemens, Stephen Bunting, Martin Schindler, Ryan Joyce, Christopher Tyske, Boris Kirchmar, and Raymond Van Barneveld. Absolutely superb. A couple of people asking, is the draw today? Apparently so. So there's something that popped up on the PDC website saying 4:30. I don't know is the honest answer. I'm surprised because the EU Dev Tour isn't complete yet. But hey, it may be. So keep an eye out. We will have it posted on our socials if it is, as soon as it has been done. But just want to thank you all for your support, as Jar has said. Massive thank you to Shawnee Mack, who popped on for an hour earlier as well. Charlie came back from uni to get on, and Jar ruined his lunch break by jumping on as well. We have been Online Darts. Remember, the live league returns tonight, 10 p.m. for the conclusion of Group B. The live lounge returns Monday with plenty of talking points. But we have been Online Darts this Friday afternoon, and that is us, guys, signing off. Enjoy your Friday, everyone.
Take it to the next level.